this pristine facility. See the Life Cafe, the Life Spa. That means one thing. We're at Lifetime Rancho in most impressive San Clemente, California. The Orange County Cup here on Tennis Channel, and I could not pick a better venue. I don't think anybody could pick a better venue. Look how many courts, look how many stands, look how many people. Perfect weather, 69 degrees, sunny. Could not get any nicer than it is right now for our final women's doubles semifinal. Kovalova and Smith, a formidable team, a force to be reckoned with in the pickleball world, taking on Irvine and Newman, a group that hasn't played a whole lot together comparatively to some of these other teams that are still alive and available, but they are certainly just as impressive themselves when they are locked in. No Eagle, Morgan Evans. All right, Morgan, our final match of the day. What do you got?
So yes, Jessie Irvine, you're going to see the power of the gods on this woman's forehand. It's unbelievable how much power she possesses from anywhere on the court. She's one of the players that can be 4 or 5 feet back from the kitchen line and still fire a bullet at the speed in which can get the job done. It's amazing. Alongside her, Lindsey Newman. We've talked about Riley Newman and his defense. Well, Lindsey is right in that picture as well. Incredible work. She's been out of the game for a little while, though, focusing on raising her 2 beautiful young babies, rightly so. But she's back now, and she's going to be alongside Riley Newman for a few more tournaments. This time, she's got Jessie Irvine.
Second serve.
What makes this other group so special? Kovalova and Smith have been so hard to beat really all year.
It's fire. It is fire. It's unbelievable how much they bring to the table in terms of length and power.
Side out.
Callie Smith, she has the quickest first step for my money in terms of lateral movement. She uses her side steps so very, very well. So we've got Kovalova serving now in the yellow top. Smith playing that 3rd ball, now 5th in transition.
Great exchange.
Finally, Newman able to angle it off, get the better of Smith. Kovalova and Smith have taken 4 titles. They have been the most successful team together of the year. We talk a lot about the Waters. On paper, they've won 3. Smith and Kovalova have won 4.
How about the start to this one?
Amazing. Jessie Irvine, affectionately now known as Jessie Space Buns Irvine, sporting a new hairstyle, reminiscent of the great Princess Leia.
Whatever gets the job done, whatever works. As a broadcaster, we are entitled to be obsessed with hair. That's kind of how it works.
Oh, and did I mention she is the queen of ATPs. Her ability to go around the post off either side, it's a tribute to her wrist strength and flexibility. Look at that.
That is incredible.
She was born on a squash court, perhaps.
A quick start for Irvine and Newman.
Impressive work.
3-0-1. Second serve.
That one's not coming back, is it?
No, you can only defend for so long.
And they should probably check the ball for cracks.
3-0-2.
Anyone out there curious about how to get in shape for pickleball, go on and watch Callie Smith's Wednesday workouts. Unbelievable how fit that woman is.
Side out.
I keep meaning to do it, but I start sweating just watching the opening credits.
Yeah, I don't blame you. That is the other aspect of pickleball that I feel like goes almost under the radar. There are different balls that some of these tournaments use. How does that change the approach necessarily of how you have to attack a ball if...
Yeah, I mean, one of the easy ways to look at it is, are you playing Wimbledon or the French Open?
Sure.
You know, the Jura Fast 40, which is used by the PPA Tour, is the fastest ball out there, as the name suggests. And when you have that in a cooler climate, it really adds so much pace to the ball. The players with the fastest hands do very well and are able to drive the ball with some topspin who can actually control it. It lends itself to them. In more humid environments, the US Open, some of the Atlanta tournament recently, the ball much slower, and it becomes a real war of attrition. I think she was ready for that.
So she would have been ready for whatever ball was coming her way.
2-3-2.
Clean technique. Great work from Lindsey Newman. She's got a strong left shoulder, able to get down a lot of those balls that are very high.
Second serve. Three, 2-2. Side out.
So they'll get the side out, a chance to close the gap one more time.
Yeah, a couple missed chances from Irvine and Newman there after taking this early advantage. Time to capitalize. Kovalova and Smith battling back.
Newman is stylistically kind of the odd man out here compared to the other two that will, the other three, sorry, that will likely stay in a lot of hand speed exchanges. She often elects just to reset the ball, live to fight another day. And it looks like we've got a timeout.
First of the match, Kovalova and Smith have taken their first lead now at 4-3 in this first game with a final spot in the final on the line. So after the Waters duo rolled through in the first women's semifinal, we've got a tight one so far through the first couple of exchanges in this first game. And a solid crowd on hand to watch at Lifetime Fitness. It has been a beautiful day. It has been really a great day for the sport of pickleball, and certainly for this event, the Orange County Cup. Everything is delivered exactly as you would hope, and we still have one more day of 5 fantastic matches to go.
Yeah, that's going to be the piece de resistance.
Oh, good pronunciation.
Thanks, Matt.
Second serve.
Nice decision there from Irvine. Let it sail all the way.
5-3-2.
Callie Smith sliding well to her left, opening up plenty of space for her forehand to squash that ball back.
6-3-2.
That's unfortunate. Lindsey Newman did so well keeping the ball alive. She's got such a consistent dink.
7-3-2.
Irvine was certainly waiting on that ball, but just catching the top of the net.
Point.
Now Some errors starting to pile up just a little bit for Irvine and Newman, and another timeout going to be called. Kovalova and Smith have opened up an 8-3 advantage, and it seems less of Kovalova and Smith taking full control as it is Irvine and Newman starting to, have a couple of those mishaps.
Yeah, just a few loose errors. At the moment, Newman is seeing a lot of balls, and she's looking to stay in cross-court dink exchanges. I think it might be time for her to redirect the ball down the line, because one of the other things that she's very, very good at and known for is her earning. She jumps that line better than anybody, and I think if she can redirect and just find out if that player wants to bring the ball back to her as well. If you jump that line, get over there, you in an instant make yourself the most dangerous player in the court, and then suddenly they have to really think about getting the ball back over to Jessie Irvine, who is incredibly dangerous.
It's got to be a tough decision to make in the middle of a match of, do you continue what you do best, which is at times play it safe, or do you have to start taking a risk already in the first game and see if you can make a change essentially early in a match?
Yeah, I mean, I think sometimes you just have to realize if your only percentage chance is a low percentage one.
Sure.
It's better than nothing.
That's a good point.
Second serve.
Lucky.
Yeah, fifth player on the court getting involved again, spraying it wide.
3-8-2. Side out.
Callie Smith, she's just so good at dropping her body height and getting her paddle above her head to quickly squash balls.
3-1.
Irvine
Second serve.
just getting Callie Smith there to take a chance on a single-handed backhand attack.
8-3-2.
Smith now serving. And a beautiful Ernie from Smith to one of the queens of the
I was
Ernie.
about to say, did the queen of the Ernie just get Ernied?
Is correct.
It's indeed happened, but it was a great catch.
9-3-2.
And
Tremendous
steely abs, I'm sure. So she
Yeah.
won't even worry about that.
All those workouts.
Side out.
Oh, wow. Irvine on the put away. And a big one at that, as Kovalova and Smith are just 2 points away.
Yeah, you'll see this two-handed backhand light things up.
3-9-1.
Not just a reflex, that was a reaction, and a good one at that.
Point.
Great to see Newman getting some success there in those exchanges. I think she realizes now that she can't play too passively.
4-9-1.
She needs to really earn the respect of her counter player, which is Callie Smith, opposite her directly.
Side out.
That's
Sorry,
unfortunate.
second serve.
You never like to see that. Certainly didn't intend it.
Second
Smith
serve.
making
Got
sure
more.
that Newman's okay after taking the shot.
You're good
Another
there.
look here.
Ooh, good thing she was wearing some glasses.
Yeah.
And stylish at that.
Well, that's why I do it. Just protective.
The crowd is going wild.
Oh, the easiest one of the exchange for Irvine.
Heartbreaking. And that is it's a result of what we call an adrenaline dump. You've done all the hard work, your blood is pumping, and you suddenly get the letdown.
Great work just to stay in the point, though.
Oh, yeah. Crowd was on its feet.
Second serve.
Makes up for it.
I do like these new positions. At the moment, they've got Jessie Irvine on the right-hand side and Lindsey Newman on the left. I hope they keep that way.
9-4-2.
After all, if you're losing one way, the last thing you want to do is lose the whole match the same way.
Point.
Yeah, Kovalova and Smith now just 1 point away from claiming this first game.
10-4-2.
Oh,
Just stays on the same side. Finally gives the ball back to Irvine and Newman. Looking to bridge this gap.
Point.
And we hear Jeff Warnock in the background there.
5-10-1.
that is impressive vocal recognition by you.
Oh, there's only one Warnock.
Second serve.
So at 5-10-2,
5-10-2.
Newman serving it up.
Point.
And that's a couple of errors from Callie Smith. Very rare. She was back off the line, though. Could have made that a little easier, being
6-2.
a bit closer in.
Side out.
And the high raised fist pump from Lucy Kovalova. She hasn't seen too many balls. A lot of attention heading over towards Callie Smith. It's a good chance for her to put a stamp on this one.
10-6-1. Second serve.
And Newman with authority squashing that ball down. She has the same grip as her brother. The great Riley Newman squashing that ball so easily out in front.
Keeping this game alive. Oh, what a fight!
And Kovalova attempted the invitation back up to the kitchen and unfortunately sprays it wide. What a battle.
We don't have a challenge.
No challenges today. Challenges will be available tomorrow. But you cannot take another look at it.
Sunday's on.
So the call will stand.
6-10-1. You're
Yeah,
all good.
pretty
All
much.
right, score. 6-10-1.
Goes to show you just how quickly things can change in this sport.
This could be a drastic turn of events. You never know when 1 point is the catalyst
7-10-1.
that changes everything. This was a relatively easy put away. And now they've got some fire in the belly. We're going to see a timeout, I'm sure.
8-10-1.
Kovalova and Smith will take the time. Their lead has shrunk to 2. Still just 1 point away from this first game, but Irvine and Newman have all the momentum on their side in Orange County. Things have gotten very interesting in our final match of the day here on semifinal Saturday on the double side of things.
Time in.
Irvine and Newman serving at 8-10-1 after being down big in this first game. Sensational.
Unbelievable play there. In the end, it was the shortest angle dink from Callie Smith that finally drew Lindsey Newman wide enough, awarded them a high ball and a well-deserved fist bump.
Side out.
Oh, great speed from Irvine to get to that one in the end. They've got the ball back and now just 1 point away from game 1.
Second serve.
Wow.
That is big from Lindsey Newman. She needed that.
Goes right up the gut with it.
10-2.
And the put away keeps her and Jessie Irvine alive. Another chance with Smith serving. Callie Smith delivers the final blow, and game 1 goes to the top seed.
That's fantastic work to finish things off. It looked like Newman and Irvine were right back in it. Game 2 is going to be good.
If it's anything like the first one, we are in for a treat. Top seed is 1 game away from the final. Incredible first game between these two teams, and was finished off in style by Callie Smith. Take a look at this. Continues up at the kitchen line and smash at the end to wrap it up. She talked to us earlier about her aggressive style of play and just how it's a factor.
I feel like I have more of an aggressive playing style. I just love to hit the ball hard. It's fun. As soon as I get a high ball, I'm like, yes, you're dead. So probably probably a high forehand, or even any speed up shot. Any ball that someone speeds up at me, I'm like, yes, this is my kind of game. So that's my favorite one.
It's got to be the most upbeat "you're dead" I've ever heard in my life. Huge smile on her face.
She's very pleased about that. Her level in this match is indicative of it. No doubt she has been playing some wonderful inside-out cross-court dinks, combined with her natural sort of single-handed slice, often towards Lindsey Newman.
Second serve.
That is quick reaction. You heard it from Irvine. Great hands, and Newman supplied the goods.
And Newman, her two-handed backhand, she slides well enough to her right to open up that as an option for her. You'd think often it's a forehand, but she loves that two-hander. Oh, the divorce ball gets the better of Newman and Irvine.
0-0-2.
Jessie Irvine sitting on that, hoping at some point Callie Smith was going to launch an attack, and she was certainly ready. The most powerful two-handed backhand in the game. I think man or woman. Honestly, it's incredible what she can do when she gets those shoulders round. Oh, Newman willpower on display again. Not enough on the second attempt.
You know that if Irvine does get that shoulder square, all of it, it's not coming back.
0-1-1.
That thing's not coming back.
Yeah, it's very rare that we see it come back. Usually it often disintegrates, actually. And they have to change the ball.
That must be the hairstyle. That must be what it's for.
Maybe. It's a photon cannon.
Second serve.
Doing a good job defensively in the beginning of this second game. Similar to what they did in the first. Took an early lead in the first game as well before Kovalova and Smith really took control of it and battled back towards the end to keep it close.
That is beautiful work from Lindsey Newman. The question everyone is asking themselves is, has this woman been in training? Has she been drilling? She's been out of the game for a while, and I think she's answering emphatically yes.
Again, that backhand just lethal.
They are rolling now. We hear the crowd.
2-0-1. Second serve.
This is power pickleball at its finest.
Callie Smith, one of the best.
2-0-2. Side out.
She'll trade fist bumps with the best of them.
Both teams really starting to enjoy themselves. And the energy is palpable. Just as there are in every sport, there are different styles of how to attack and how to celebrate yourself. But this right here, with the fireworks back and forth, it's hard to beat.
Yeah, very much so. That last rally, there was another clash of paddles in the middle. So I think if Irvine and Newman can really settle themselves into who's going to handle that middle ball, ideally it's a Newman forehand. But when the person next to you is Jessie Irvine with that two-hander, it's hard to say no to it.
Second serve.
Wow.
Nice work from Newman squashing that forehand.
2-2-2. Side out.
One long from Smith. Gives the serve back to Irvine and Newman. This feels like a crucial moment in this match. Early in this second game, if either side can seize control.
Oh, she did so well. Lindsey Newman in defense, ball after ball after ball, just getting it back into good locations. In the end, one shot got behind her on the backhand side. She put something a little high. It's good night, Irene. again, that middle ball, it's proving dividends for the team of Smith and Kovalova. I think they'll keep dipping in that well until it dries up.
Is that how you normally decide? Do you decide before a match begins with your partner, hey, if this come in middle, you take it, I take it, or is it more of a feel thing?
It is a feel thing, and it depends largely on who you're going to be targeting, and therefore who takes it.
Second serve.
So, you know, sometimes it's a sign of miscommunication, but it's often a sign of indecision in terms of we don't exactly know who we're going to go after in which part of the court, and therefore should it actually be a forehand. If it's high and floaty, yeah, forehand's a great way to go. But if it's going to be a dink that you're replying with, then you do have to be thinking about where you're trying to send that ball, because that dictates a lot of who takes that shot.
Side out.
What has stood out the most from this match, Irvine and Newman really picking each other up, both physically in terms of their play, but also verbally after each point.
Yeah, very happy to be on the court together. Very supportive players.
Second serve. Two, 3-2.
So Newman serving to Kovalova. And she has seen a lot of balls. You can start to see a little bit of fatigue. Tough to get to that one.
3-2-1. Second serve.
She went almost side saddle. Scorpion-like maneuver there.
3-2-2.
Kovalova and Smith continuing to just use that power,
4-2-2.
use that teamwork, both around the same age. It's been a lucrative pairing.
And a single-handed flip backhand attack through the middle from Callie Smith. Beautiful shot. It's not something you see very often. Gorgeous technique.
Perfect placement to extend the lead to 5-2 in the second game. A timeout called by Irvine and Newman. Kovalova and Smith just 6 points away from a date with the Waters in the final of the Orange County Cup. Another look at the beautiful ocean. A Pacific Ocean never fails to amaze. The village of Rancho San Clemente, Orange County, California, where Lucy Kovalova and Callie Smith are just 6 points away from punching their ticket to the final. But right now, Jessie Irvine with another great reaction alongside her partner, Lindsey Newman. They've done a good job of just keeping themselves in it long enough to try to gain some of that control, some of that momentum for themselves.
Yeah, at the very least, they're forcing Smith and Kovalova to play their best stuff. Again, it's that inside-out forehand rolling shot from Smith that's able to really force Lindsey Newman to get a little bit off balance, getting it back off the line. They start attacking, and pretty soon it's a snowball effect. Hasn't usually ended like that, but again, it's a tribute to the defense of Irvine and Newman to force them to play one more ball again and again and again. You just never know when that's going to be enough.
That defense has been really pristine. It has been nearly impenetrable to this point in the match.
Yeah, I mean, it's what Newman especially is known for. But Jessie Irvine in transition is one of, if not the best, in this kind of area when she's attacked. Either the counterpunch or the reset is phenomenal. And that, one of the best points of the game. Amazing work, Lindsey Newman. Staying in the rally, being attacked left, right, and center, eventually finding something to really work with off the paddle from Lucy Kovalova. And you can see the look of excitement.
They've been energized. They've been energized from the very first point of this match.
Energy could win the match, you never know.
Certainly is keeping them in it. And they are feeding off of it.
The Newman show continues. They are stealing confidence time and time again.
Timeout by the receiving team. The score is 6-5.
And indeed, a timeout is called by Kovalova and Smith.
Had to feel like that was coming. They needed to talk it over, regroup, as Irvine and Newman have reclaimed the lead in the second game. Back and forth we go. This one's gotten good on Tennis Channel. Things are heating up at Lifetime Fitness over in Rancho San Clemente. It has been a fantastic day at the Select Medical Orange County Cup. And right now, the winningest team of the year on the women's doubles side, Kovalova and Smith, locked in a battle with Irvine and Newman. This has been every bit as advertised and then some.
Yeah, they are realizing why Lindsey Newman made a household name for herself. It is defense wins championships time and time again.
7-5-2.
Wow.
Again, another ball back, just low enough. And suddenly the real pressure is on Kovalova and Smith to claw their way back into it.
That'll help.
Yeah, that should do nicely. We saw before how much Callie Smith likes high forehands. This one was a perfect height for her. Had to go full flamingo, but certainly got the job done.
Whatever it takes. Again.
That's the kind of pressure these two can apply. They know if they can keep a controlled level of aggression, they should be able to get over the line.
Oh, it drops in there.
Very sneaky. No one saw that one coming.
Wow.
Oh, Newman.
Well played.
Thanks, man. I'm allowed one every day.
And Newman just follows it up. Gets the serve right back for her team, just 3 points away from sending this to a third.
Irvine just fading back there, trying to play that third shot drop with a backhand slice. Tricky ball at the best of times.
What a costly miss. And another costly miss.
And when it rains, it pours. A little bit of discussion.
Remember, no challenges.
We'll see what the pickleball gods say now.
Wow!
And the pickleball gods have spoken, as has the net.
A collaborative effort off the paddle of Irvine.
It's a little unlucky for Lucy Kovalova. She was certainly ready for the initial attack. And they will get the ball back, and another chance to close out game two.
Couple of adjustments made in both the first and the second game from Irvine, and Newman has changed the complexion of this match. Winner faces the Waters team, Annalie and Lee, with a pretty dominant victory over Jansen and Parentau before this one.
Yeah, it's a fair statement. And a good outside attack from Callie Smith. Just momentarily, Lindsey Newman was looking towards the forehand side. And once again, just the disciplined approach to her cross-court dinking. And what I'm most impressed with is just how well she's controlling the half volleys. A lot of people can really lean in and take, balls out of the air. She's not as proficient as that, but her half volley is phenomenal. Please don't make a liar out of me.
Instead, she puts her team just 1 point away. Kovalova and Smith with one final gasp, taking one final timeout in this second game. But a lot at stake here. Irvine and Newman just 1 point away. And take a quick look at the PPA doubles rankings on the women's side. Kovalova and Smith, understandably the top two in the world, but Irvine not far behind at fifth.
Yeah, no, she certainly has had some real success early on, partnering up with Catherine Parentau. They found a bunch of medals together. And obviously the waters sandwiched between them. deservedly so. Lindsey Newman being out of the game for a little while. She's not in that list, but we're seeing now that, you know, she belongs in that conversation.
Without a doubt. She is proving herself and then some, re-earning whatever stripes that she had lost in her time away from the sport. And she has been impressive. This would be obviously a massive game win to get to a third where anything could happen at that point. Look, you know, Kovalova and Smith have a lot of time spent together on court. They are the #1 team in the world, and for good measure, they've got the most titles this year. But Irvine and Newman are playing with a different level of confidence than we saw at the very beginning of this match, and that energy has certainly translated to success.
For sure, it's been unwavering, really. At no point have they looked defeated, and that's helped a lot to help keep them inside this game and in command of game 2.
Can't get it done there, so the serve goes back to Kovalova and Smith. Is this the time that they can reestablish their dominance? Not quite.
It is very good work. Precise. She doesn't have the same kind of power as some of these other girls, but she's so precise with her shots and unwavering in defense.
There it is. What a comeback. What a game. What a match. We go to a third. Irvine and Newman keeping things alive. One game to decide the final. In the final, Jessie Irvine and Lindsey Newman taking on the top team in the world and getting it done right at the end of this second game. And Jessie Irvine fired up as she normally is. We had a chance to catch up with her before the tournament.
I would say my ultimate goal is just to, of course I want to win, just as every other professional athlete, but I think for me the most important thing is to play my best game. Every time I step out on the court, that's my ultimate goal. Whether I win or lose, I want to play the best I can. And I usually am very confident that if I'm playing my best game, good things happen. So.
Well, she's playing her best game, at least through that second game, and good things certainly happened.
That's on you, Noah.
Yeah, listen, I accept the responsibility. I take it.
Good man. Good. Appreciate that. I've got a lot of apologies to send out for some of my words today.
That's what happens.
Matt Wright is never going to forgive me. That was still the most uncanny event of my career. Oh, they kept alive there. Great defense from Kovalova and Smith to keep it going, but in the end, it was down the middle solving said riddle.
Second serve.
And again, it's that inside-out attack. She's been rolling a lot of dinks inside-out towards Lindsey Newman. But she started to attack that backhand side as well. I think she's just catching Lindsey anticipating a forehand and therefore not quite as ready for that backhand. Oh, unfortunate. The net just dribbling the ball over. really has been a Newman and Smith story so far of this match.
Irvine got there in time, just couldn't quite get enough under it. And now here's a big chance for Kovalova and Smith. Another unfortunate meeting with the net. Newman couldn't use the power of the force to get it over.
Yeah, she would have needed Riley to come on and help with the patented Newman willpower.
Seminal moment. 3-point lead already to start this third game.
Yeah, one of the big factors I'm seeing is it looks like Irvine and Newman have started to figure out that middle ball.
Yep.
We saw in game 2 especially, but in game 1 as well, some real issues with them clashing paddles and not quite on the same page, but looks like they've got that together. And they're starting to work their way back into this one.
Serve back in their favor now. Limit the damage.
Second serve. Zero, 3-2.
And it's Kovalova. She sticks with that fist pump, staring her opponents down. She's starting to really mean business.
3-0-1.
Oh, full scorpion keeps it in. Impressive work, keeping a nice stable base.
3-0-2. Point.
So now 4-0-2 in this third game.
4-0-2.
Kovalova looks to continue to extend
Side out.
and misses long on the serve.
It happens to the best of us.
Even you? I thought you're the king of the serve.
Oh no, but I routinely miss. I went for a lot on my serve, so I would get often a number of aces. But, you know, you got to break a few eggs once in a while to make
Sure.
that cake.
It's a very, I feel like we've had a lot of cake discussion.
We have, haven't we? I'm getting hungry.
Oh man, major heat.
That was huge. And you expect that kind of pace down the middle so often, but to bring it on a kind of a short angle as well. Great work there from Callie Smith. Newman handling that middle attack. Looks like they're allowing Irvine to just hang back off the line a little bit and solving some miscommunications about that middle ball. Oh, Smith had to fully extend herself, but so much power in the hands, the wrist, forearms, that she still had enough mojo to get that ball down into the court.
Smith locked in now. 5-1 in the third.
They will switch at 6. And we'll see if there's any sort of significant side advantage after the switch.
5-1-1.
Another put away. Smith continues to exert her will. And a 6-1 lead as they will change those ends. 5 points away. Good to see the crowd sticking around through the day here on this doubles semifinal Saturday, leading to tomorrow's final Sunday with all 5 finals here on Tennis Channel starting at 1 Eastern. Both the men's and women's singles, men's and women's doubles, and the mixed doubles. Should be a very action-packed day. We'll see if Kovalova and Smith can finish the deal, or will it be Irvine and Newman once again stealing this third game after falling behind.
Second serve.
Smith will have another chance here.
6-2.
And it is out.
Just out. It was such a nice looking heavy third ball from Smith. Got them in great position. Shame to miss that next one.
Second serve. One 6-2.
And Lindsey Newman with kind of an inside-out two-handed slice attack. She's reinventing some wheels here. Good time to do it. The net gets involved, but unfortunately that ball floats long for Lindsey Newman. Again, great work in defense. Got her way back into at least neutral.
Second serve.
Well, Kovalova hasn't seen a lot of balls, understandably not as warm as she'd like to be for those particular shots.
Put away once again, Irvine. Just play that defense long enough until you find yourself in position. And that's what's been the recipe for success.
Yeah, very much so. There's that reach of Lucy Kovalova. Getting her single-handed backhand flick to get involved.
2-6-2.
Beautiful work once again. How many times have we seen it just digging their way out of trouble, working hard to get back in the point, and then counter-punching with that squashing Newman forehand. Inches away from greatness.
Story of my life, man.
6-3-1.
Kovalova and Smith still just 5 points away. Had all the momentum, but Irvine and Newman have fought back once again and put themselves in prime position. Handled the first couple two-handers, but eventually too much power from Newman.
Yeah, she finds the middle of the paddle so often that what she sometimes doesn't have in just pure velocity, she makes up with timing and good court position. So they get the ball back. No harm done.
Yes. 3-6-1.
To get out of this routine. Starting to pop up slightly higher and higher. And Irvine hadn't seen a ball for a while, as had Kovalova. Meanwhile, Newman and Smith are as warm as they're ever going to get.
Oh, yeah. And the trend continues. More than content to dink back and forth.
Yeah, Smith has so much patience. They're both very committed to their craft. They know which kinds of shots they play well, and are reluctant to kind of get out of that pattern. Happy to stay disciplined and wait for that perfect ball to go for. Just means they trust their cardio.